Hello all. Welcome to another Learn Clojure video. So in this video, we are going to look at first steps we are going to take in Clojure program, right? So how will you start with Clojure, right? So one thing is like you can have your terminal. So you have your terminal over here. So let me make it bigger. Okay, so or let me just keep it like this so that it looks better, I think, right? So yeah. So now what to do? So you need to type CLG in it. So let's type CLG. This is the Clojure ripple. And now you can put something like println hello world. Then hello world. So this is your first kind of Clojure program. Or maybe you would have done like plus one and one before. But yeah, this is hello world is saying like, okay, like you are coming into that language and all those stuff. So println takes whatever you give to it. So we actually call this a function. Whatever is after the opening parenthesis, mostly we call it a function. And it takes a thing what we call as argument, right? And println takes whatever argument you give to it and it just prints it, right? Onto the terminal itself. So don't worry about this nil and all those things. We'll see that later. Okay. So you have done your first Clojure program. Congrats. To close it, just hit Control and D. So that's it. So this is kind of over, right? And so what is in what is next? Okay, so we have this VS Codium, right? And now we want to open a project. Uh, okay, open file or folder. Okay, so let's put like Command O. Okay, so it just says Command O in mine. So let me just go into a folder called code. Okay, so I have a folder called code, and now let me just put a new folder called learn underscore closure. It could be any folder. So I'm just putting it. So I'll just put open over here, and that's it. So you've got learn closure over here. So I'll just make it bigger. So you've got learn closure over here and all those things, right? So that's the thing. And yeah. So yeah. So now in my terminal, what I just do is I have a terminal over here. Anyway, let me just go to that same folder, cd code learn. Uh, learn. Didn't I put it in learn? Okay. Wait. Okay. Open editors. Okay. Let me just put like I think I lost my track. Something file.txt. Let me just copy its path. Copy path. Let me just paste it over here. Okay, yeah. So there is a mistake over here. It's double A over here. That shouldn't be the case. It should just be single A, right? So I can't rename this. So uh okay. So yeah, let me just type double A over here, learn Clojure, right? Yeah, I will rename this folder. Not a big issue. So now I've just gone over here. So now what I'll just put is clean ripple. So now this ripple is running. I said this port number will be useful. So this 49719. Okay, so this will be useful. So what I just do is now there is a thing called running ripple and VS Code or VS Code here. So I'll just put like Ripple. So connect to running Ripple not in this project. So choose that and then choose generic. You just have this local host and this port number. Just put this port number over here, right? Now you have got something, right? So that's the thing. So now you have just got something. And now let's see what you can do with it. So you have got this output.calva hyphen ripple over here. So now let's see what to do with it. Okay, so you just have it. Okay, so uh okay, so now we'll just put a program called hello world.clj. So um okay, so actually according to book I should have done this first, but yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just putting a new file. Just come over here, put a new file, hello underscore world dot clj, right? So I don't need this file.txt. It's because I just made a mistake. I just want to find what path this folder is in. So that's the thing. Yeah. So now let's click this. Okay, it's coming over here. Let's drag it and put it over here. So okay, so now I'm copying and pasting this, but in real world it'll be you can learn really well if you just write it on your own. So this just contains println hello world. Okay. So what I just do is I just keep my cursor over here, right? And I think in Mac it's option enter. In others like in okay. So in other what to say OS it's control P. So what you just do is like okay, like I just put like okay, like in Mac it's like command P. So in others it's control P. So if you're using Linux, just put hit control P. In Mac, let me just hit option and return. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think I just messed up. So yeah. Okay, so in other operating systems, it's alt enter, and in Mac, it's option and return. Right? So that's the thing. In other operating system, you should hit alt and enter, but now I'm just hitting option and return in Mac. So you just notice over here how this function got executed. So this is how you just program in Clojure. So you just write something, you just hit that alt enter or option enter, and you just see the result of it. So you get very, very instant feedback. This makes programming far more easier. And one might be wondering what is this dot calva and output window and all those things. Don't worry about that. All you just need to know is like whenever you just run this ripple, okay, so like you will get files like this in VS Code or VS Code, right? And this is, I think, is part of this Calva keeping some track of some states or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but Calva is really, really useful. So now you have known to run. Now you know to run. What to say? Like this Ripple in VS Code. So yeah. So now let's do some stuff. Okay, so like let's print out something. So let me just put this. Actually, it's already there. Right? So let me just put a new file. Name it printing things. Right? .clj, and let me just put it over here. So you already know what println is. Whatever thing that has been passed, we call this argument. Whatever thing that's been passed, it just prints it. So let me make it a little bit bigger. So now I just keep my cursor over here, click alt enter or option return depending on my operating system, and yeah, it got printed. That's good, right? So that's how it is. So you've got a thing called comments that does nothing, okay, but that is useful for programmers. Say you're writing a tricky bit of program and you just want to explain it. So in Clojure, a thing called comment exists. So this won't interfere with the program. It won't interfere whatever the program does. Look, say hello to this world is doing nothing over here. Even if I executed it, it's doing nothing over here, but it's just there for humans so that humans can read it. In fact, like I think when it's been converted into what to say, bytecode, that is Java bytecode and all those things, I think all these things will be removed. I'm not sure, but that's what I just feel. So that's the thing. So this is usually in Clojure. After you just write a statement, you just put a comment. That is called as same line comment, and you just use only one semicolon for it. And for a dedicated comment line, so something like this one, right? So it is a normal convention to put two semicolons. Okay, so that's it. So so if the comment, what to say, comes after the code, you just put one semicolon. Look, this is not a hard and fast rule. This too is perfectly okay. Nobody said no, but it is a kind of convention, right? You could have right hand drive and left hand drive, but in places where you drive right hand, you drive right hand. In place where you drive left hand, you drive left hand. So it's not like, okay, in places where you drive right hand, you just drive left hand. It doesn't mean that laws of physics won't allow you to do that. It does, but this is the way. This is a convention, and we respect that. Okay, so so yeah. If you just keep your cursor and just put, okay, even if I just keep it over here, somehow it's taking this one. Right? So I think it's taking this one. This I've never experienced before. Let me put hello Karthik. That's my name. Right now, let me just put option enter. Okay, it's printing hello world. I don't know why. Right. So now it's hello Karthik. Now I just keep it over here. It's hello world. I don't know from where it's just taking the hello world, but I hope like, okay, like maybe if Kalwa people are watching, like keep it over here and just hit option enter or alt enter. I hope it should do nothing. That's what I expect. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. So right. So now let's take this one. So look, I am copying and pasting it over here, but the thing is, since you're learning, the best thing will be for you to type it. So that's how it is. So now I just have println. Now I have two arguments. One is hello world. Look, how you can say there are two arguments is you have this double quotes, right? So this is one argument. Okay, so the opening and the closing quotes. Okay. Now the opening and closing quotes, there's another one. So these are two arguments. So what will happen if I just give two things? Okay, so hello world and try staying cool, right? I don't know whether the world will stay cool because the kind of things we are just doing is very very murderous. So yeah. So println doesn't just it just takes all the arguments and it just puts. So as simple as that, right? So so yeah, that's how it is. And so yeah, in from the next video, let's look at arithmetic. So yeah, so let's take some steps into arithmetics in the next video. Till then,